Cowboys so much? Y'all both bigger than life, and y'all both knew that first squad.
You ain't beat me. Here we go. Go.
Masler, snap out of it. You're next. Get your head in the game.
I'm good. Come on, get it together. Just breathe. Clear your mind. Use mental games. Alright, musicians. Famous musicians. One name. Beyonce. Rihanna. Nelly. Slash. Prince. Eminem. Madonna. Shakira. Macklemore. Moby. This obstacle's too hard. I can't do this. It's high, what if I fall? Alright, come on, get it together. Bands, let's see. Incubus. Beatles. Queen.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to MRT, where we're going to be going over lesson number 9 and number 10. Lesson 9 being mental games, and number 10 being real-time resilience. And the only reason I'm mentioning real-time resilience, or RTR, is because this is more like a two-part, if you would. I'm going to start by talking on what these two skills have in common. And also that these are basically the last two skills in the mental toughness module. Mental games and real-time resilience. Okay. Both of these skills are used when it's go time. These are for when there is a task at hand or something that requires your full attention, but there are all these counterproductive things going on in your mind. So mental games, you'll see is where we just sort of just change the focus of what we're thinking. We're not taking those counterproductive thoughts head on. Instead, we're kind of just changing the channel of what you're thinking so we can relax and be ready to go. Real-time resilience, here we're not just changing the channel of what we're thinking like we are in mental games, but here we're saying, bring it to our own side of the counterproductive part of our brain. Alright, so mental games is going to help build self-regulation. Self-regulation, one of our basic competencies. You'll see how when you're engaged in mental games, you are regulating your thinking. You're in charge of where your mind goes. And so the goal of mental games is to compartmentalize. So you got that mental challenge going on. You're going to compartmentalize it. You're you're going to make sure it doesn't bleed and spill onto other thoughts. You'll also going to learn how to distract yourself away from the thoughts that are distracting you or taking you off your A game, so you're in charge of your thoughts and prepare you for success. And finally, mental games are they're a quick solution. As we go through these, you'll notice that we're not problem solving or looking for icebergs. We're not looking for or at thought themes. All we're doing is changing our thinking so that we can engage confidently with the task at hand. Now let's talk about the principles of mental games. Number 1, mental games require your full attention. And this is, again, to distract you from all the other distracting things going on. Number 2, they have to be hard and fun. And well, they have to be hard because if they're hard, they'll require your full attention. Okay, makes sense now. And fun because if it's not fun, then no one is going to want to do them. And number 3, they have to be games you can complete within a couple of minutes so you can go back to the task at hand in a fair amount of time. So those are the principles. Full attention, hard and fun, and they have to be quick. Now, here are a few examples of what mental games look like. The goal of this is just to try some and stick with the ones that work for you, because not all of these work the same for everyone. Let's go over the first one. Count back from 1,000 by sevens. Now, this is one that does not work for me because I go like this. I go, 993. Okay, well, we're taking 7. Okay, so, all right, stupid. Geez. Okay, well, whatever. Then I start to struggle. Okay, you get what I'm saying now? And what does this do to me? It frustrates me, and I start having more counterproductive thoughts because I'm not able to go past 993 in a fairly amount of time, right? So, again, an example of not all of these work for everyone the same. Second one, alphabet games. Work your way through the alphabet, naming someone for each pair of initials. For example, well-known people or people you know personally or cartoon characters, right? Whatever it may be. Okay? AB, Annette Bening. BC, Billy Crystals. CD, Charles Darwin. I don't know. DE, Dwight Eisenhower, and so on and so on. Okay, so you get how that game works. The third example, categories games. Name all the sports figures, war heroes, etc. You can in 2 minutes. So those are the examples. Well, this one's, speaks for itself, obviously. It's common sense what you're doing here in this one. But these are examples of mental games, okay? These are obviously not the only ones out there. There are many out there. And please note that it doesn't always have to be these type of games that are out of the privacy of your mind. It can also be something like Candy Crush or Angry Birds, for example.
They're pranks.
What? Huh? This is huge relief, right?
These games are quick, they're engaging, and so once you finish it, then you go back to your task at hand. Now, this doesn't mean you go around and avoid a task at hand by pulling out Angry Birds every single time, Combs. It's more of a reset from distraction, then go back to your task at hand. Okay? And that's all it is. And so, yeah, that pretty much wraps up mental games. It's not that much. It's easy to do. Really, it's just to show that there is another skill out there to help you be focused and ready to go when you have important things going on and distracting thoughts at the same time. But we'll go ahead and move on to lesson 10 and go and cover real-time resilience, or RTR.
Look at me.